Hey there, I'm Tyler Lunsford, and you're watching a review of Cody Nottingham's Unbroken. What is up, you beautiful people? My name is Tyler Lunsford, and welcome back to another magic trick review here on the channel. Now, if you're new here, then definitely please consider subscribing and take a look around the channel at past reviews. Now, if you are new here, then welcome. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I really do appreciate it, so thank you for that. And if you're wondering, I bought this effect, Unbroken, with my own money, so this is truly an unbiased magic trick review that you are watching. Now, if you haven't watched my other review on Cody's card through window plot, a different version of this, not of this gimmick, but a different version of the card through window plot called Rift, then watch that review after this video if you would like to. They're kind of similar plots, but very different gimmicks. So yeah, if you'd like to watch that, definitely check that out after you watch this video, and I'll leave a link for that in the description. I'm also going to be leaving a link for my Level Up series, which is where I compare tricks head to head. I did a review of Unbroken versus Rift. That's right, so you can check that out if you would like to. That will be in the description down below as well. Now that video is not coming out until a couple of days later after this video goes live, but if you're watching this later than the day it was released, then check the description down below. Now, thank you so much for being here, really, and let's go ahead, that's enough talk from me. Let's get right into the review of Unbroken right now. First off, you need to know what actually is Unbroken. Well, Unbroken is an effect that deals with the card through window plot. Now, what you do here with this Unbroken gimmick is you have your spectators select a card, then you have them, and this is the cool part about Unbroken, they choose where the card is going to fall through. You then put the fan up to the window, and then the card falls through, and they can see the card fall through on the other side of the glass, which is really cool. You're not even behind the glass. Nobody is behind the glass. They really do see the card fall through the other side of the glass. It's just an awesome visual. Do it with a glass pane that's on a store window. Do it with a car window. Really cool things, as long as it's like I believe it's called a single glass pane, because it can't be too thick. But as long as it's a single glass pane, then yes, you can do this effect with that window, and it's going to look awesome. Nick Capo does this in the Penguin Magic either demo or tutorial. I'll post a clip on the screen right now of him actually doing this through a locked barbershop. That's right, the barbershop was locked, and he made the card go through the window, and then that was an awesome effect, because then it really is locked, and how are they going to get the card out? But a really cool routine. I'll get into a more in-depth review of Unbroken right now. Now that you know what Unbroken is, let's talk about what you'll be receiving if you decide to purchase it. Well, you get a plastic bag, and inside of that plastic bag is the gimmick that you need to make this effect work. Now, the gimmick comes in red rider back design, so you can customize it if you would like to. That's completely up to you. They teach you how to do that on the tutorial video that is 30 minutes long. That's right, it's a pretty lengthy tutorial video where Nick Capo and Cody Nottingham both teach different parts of the tutorial video. They teach you different routines, how to customize your gimmick, and different moves that you need to actually do during specific routines. Now, the video that you get does teach you, like I said, how to customize it. So if you want to put a separate back, like a different back on it, you want to put a different face on it, that's completely up to you. How difficult is Unbroken to perform? It's pretty easy to do, honestly. The actual action of the card going through the window, the visual you see of the card falling through the window, gosh, it looks really cool. But that is super easy to do. The hardest part here is your audience management. Making sure you know where your audience can be, where they're looking, making sure they're not reaching for certain cards. Like, if we talk about examinability real quick, they can't run around the other side of the window and grab the card immediately. Now, if they do, I guess they can, but you're risking them figuring out something, because they might think, I don't know if spectators really know the thickness of cards, but they might think that the card they get to the other side of the window is a little thicker than a normal card, and they'd be correct. So just depending on how comfortable you are with them holding it, that kind of answers the is it examinable part, and it also answers how difficult is this to perform. Is there a setup per performance? Yes, there is a setup per performance that your spectators can't see you do, so you will have to do that ahead of time. Now, the specifications for the window, now I don't want to go too in-depth here because I don't want to reveal anything, but it works best if there is an area which you can angle yourself at and know where your spectators are looking, or there needs to be like some flyers on the window, because that would really help disguise the method as well. How are the angles when it comes to performing Unbroken? The angles are actually up to you. Now, I know that might seem weird, and it kind of seems like a strange answer, but depending on the environment you're performing in and the window that you're using, you get to choose the angles, because you can make this 180, 270, 360 degrees angle proof. It really just depends on how you're performing this. Like, if you're performing in an environment, now I will say this, for every version of this, you cannot have people on the side of the window that the card is coming through. Like, where the card is going to fall on the other side of the window, they cannot be on that side of the window, but they can be anywhere on the other side of the window where the card's actually going through. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. With that said, there are certain windows that work better than other windows just because of how they're made and the scenery around them. I think I can say that without saying, I don't think that gives anything away. So just depending on your environment, really depends on how your angles are going to be for this effect. Are there any negatives to performing Unbroken? Now, a negative for you might be the setup. I'm not opposed to setting up an effect if it creates great outcomes like this one. Now, I don't really think that's a bad negative, but I do want to make sure that you know about it. The setup is going to take really like 30 seconds, not going to take long, but you just have to do it without people looking, and maybe you can't get away long enough to do this, or just do it ahead of time if you want to. That can really be a way to get around this. Like if you're going to be doing this on a street that you know you're going to be on at 7 p.m. at night, set it up at like 4 p.m. Just make friends with the store owner and be like, hey, can I use your window to set something up real quick for a magic trick? And if they say yes, then go do it. What are the positives to performing Unbroken? I love the visual on this. I love that they get to choose where the card is actually going to go through the window. And another positive is that you can customize the gimmick, so you can make it a custom back, custom face, anything like that. I love that. What should this retail as? Well, this currently retails as $40 US, and is that a fair price? Honestly, I feel like it's slightly overpriced. I probably think this should go for something like $35, just because it is a cool effect. It's going to get you cool reactions, but for what you receive, I just feel like $40 is a little pricey, but I understand you're paying for the method and all the time that went into this, but I just feel like $35 is a better price. What would I give this out of 10? I'm going to give this a 9.3 out of 10. The reason it's getting that is because it is a really cool effect. I love the moment where they get to choose where the card goes through and then they see it fall through, but the downside to that is the setup they have to do, so that's why I took off some points, and they can't be on the other side of the window when the card goes through. But besides that, really cool effect, gonna get you some really cool reactions. This is something you want to film for your Instagram and put in like a show reel, like a promo reel, because it's gonna be really cool what they see. That's gonna do it for this video. If you'd like to purchase Unbroken, the link for it will be in the description down below. Now also in the description is a link to my Instagram. There you can follow me on Instagram at TyrellInsertMagic. There I post all sorts of like original magic content. Maybe it's polls, maybe it's me, performing some tricks that I reviewed, just all sorts of stuff. I want your input on this channel, and that is a way for me to get it by posting those questions. So definitely follow me on there. I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon when I hit 2,000 subscribers. So definitely follow me on that, because that'll be one of the requirements. So go get a head start. Why don't you, right? So thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I'm really excited that you stayed this long. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video that I post sometime soon. See ya.